Good Girl by Aria Aber has all of the elements of a story that I can just really sink my teeth into. We are set in the Berlin underground following Nyla, who is a German born child to Afghan refugee parents. She is trying to come to grips or run away from her identity as an Afghan throughout this whole entire book. And those elements of the story were absolutely fantastic. She tells people that she's Greek instead of Afghan because of the racism and the incorrect views that people have on who the Afghan people are, what they represent, and the kinds of activities that they participate in. She is rejecting her family. She's trying to find her own way in this world. And she very much is really trying to understand who she is and where she fits in a world where she doesn't really feel that she fits in at all. Those elements of the story were absolutely fantastic. However, overshadowing this brilliant look um, at Nyla's life, we have the Berlin Underground, which is really kind of just its own character. And I would say if there was half as much of the sex, drugs, and techno, then this would have been an absolutely fantastic story. But the characters in this book do fall a little bit flat, other than Nyla, because they are very much like one dimensional party goers. She meets someone in the Berlin Underground who is much older than her and definitely does some grooming and taking advantage of her. So be aware that that is a content warning for this book. Um, there is a lot of drug use. There is a lot of sex. There is a lot of um, lack of sort of participation in life and more of a checking out. I think if those elements would have, I mean, I don't think that they should have been removed. They were definitely important to the setting and the mindsets of the story, but I think they were just, there was way too much of it in the story. But the underlying story of Nyla's life was compelling. I would say this is a solid, good read, but not one of my favorites.